Alright, I think I'm on live. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again, also known as CR, like it says on the screen. I want to welcome everyone back to this, their live stream with me with CR here. So it's setting everything up. You can see the description right now when what it says. Which says, obviously hashtag Creative Redundancy. So I'm gonna reconnect with some of you planet people out there. Yes. And I do have some questions, like I said. I would like to hear what you've been creating, doing. As much as you want to share, right? No obligation or not forcing anyone. Share as much as you want, right? You can PM me if you want. And what are you doing? Or I should say, are you being more proactive right now? Links for my social media are in the description down below. You can go check that out too. Just making sure if it's good, okay. Let me just pop up my side chat here. As you can tell, I did pin something at the top of the screen. I do have the slow-mo on for this one because I think I may require it. Just checking my volume real quick. My hair and echo. Just making sure it's yeah. I can hear my preview volume or preview over on the studio side of things. So let's. There we go. Should be. Boom! CR's in the house. Hopefully everyone's doing. Hi, people. As you can tell, I had this one this time, and I have the text back on the screen again. I don't have the document open, so not that me changing the text much. Let me just crank this up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's probably better. Yeah, I got stuff in the back. Everyone's got stuff in the back, right? Let me just get my side chat out here. Just bear with me for us moving a few things around. So I can actually see everything here. I can't see the YouTube side, but I do have the side chat open right now, and I'll tab out. So hopefully everyone's doing well. And like I said, I do have the slow-mo on for this one. About 10 seconds at the moment, because I'm expecting to hear a little bit more since I will be asking questions. Like I said, what has everyone been creating, doing? Are you being proactive out there right now? No, I am being proactive because I remember to bring a spare battery for my mouse, just in case. Just in case. Low 4.5. Low 4.5. Be more proactive, just in case. And I also have something else here just to pass by the time. You don't have to wait for it. It's in this tin right now. I'm playing another round of random, guess what it is? While I wait for some people in here. Yes, it's in this tin. It's actually in this tin. It's about the same size as an Altoids tin. And just randomly has CR on it too. Just coincidence. And it is. So before I get into anything else, it is really warm out west here. It is what, 88 here, 31 Celsius. So, if you see me using some stuff, I'm trying to be proactive, such as water. And I actually have a drink too. I actually have a spray bottle too. I kind of like this one. I know it's green, clearly 80. So I could spray my hat or something like that. Which I'm actually gonna do right here. Keep my forehead nice and cool while I'm out here. I do have a drink, just in case. So stay hydrated here. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's why I want to start here. Just some random, just random kid all out there. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just give me 1 second. I'm just setting up something here. One of my other stage props. There we go. One of my other stage props. Huh? See, I know I have stage props. Well, they're actually more than just stage props. To be honest, they can be useful if need be. If need be. And yes, surprisingly, right? What Josh said. Gardner Josh, sewing kit, right? Well, technically these are sewn. Not totally from scratch, using scrap materials and stuff like that, scrap webbing, stuff like that. If anything, it's practice, just in case, just in case. So at least I can be like, well, I did backstitch something before. Not a whole bag, not a whole backpack, but I did do a pouch or two, or 3 or 4 or 5. Walking 5 miles a day. I did do some walking like last week. I actually went out right before the stream. Well, actually, 2 hours ago. I just went out for a quick spin. Yeah, I shouldn't say a quick spin, more like a quick walk. It's kind of just for fun. Just for fun. Even with a bag on. Even with a bag on. And when anyone asked, "Hey, CR, how come you got that bag on?" I just said, I'm practicing. I'm practicing. I'm supposed. I might have. I'm supposed to be going on this alone. Like, just joking around. Oh, I gotta go on this 5K, 5 mile hike, and we gotta hike in. We gotta bring stuff, so I'm just getting ready for it. That's what I just said. It's just easier just to say it like that. And everyone's like, "Oh, okay, okay." They kind of get it. They kind of get it without saying too much more. Just putting something on here. Oof. If you randomly see me using this, you'll know why. It's warm out here. Of course, I decided to pick a really warm day to stream. Oh, because no, I decided not to do it like later in the week. Yeah, maybe I'll do one later in the week still too. But it is warm out here. Like I said, it's 88, 31 Celsius out. Feels like what? Almost 95 out. I shouldn't say 95. That's probably like 90. And we'll just say 95. It's not quite 35 Celsius. Oh, I mean, the feel like human X, humidity value, and all that stuff. So yeah, that's a few things that I just did in the last couple hours. Subtext. So yes, like I said, I have to slow on. That's why I pinned it at the top of the screen. And also, once again, I forgot to turn the live chat on. So I had it on the top chat. So yes, yes, yes. Bear with me. Just plugging in some real quick here. What else have I been doing? Well, I was just kind of, when I was out walking, I'm like just taking a look at the ground just to see if I noticed anything. Now, usually I tend to find things more not during this time of year. I mean, I can find deposits, bottles, or whatever this time of year. I mean, like even on a day like this, since it's so warm out, and it's more likely that I'll see them just because people are drinking fluids and stuff like that a lot more. But people tend to have like a bag on them or something like that. hydration pack or whatever you want to call it. Oh, look who it is! I got hi Becca. It's Panda too. Hi. Let's see. Are you? It's Panda, the hiking bomb. How are you doing? Wait. Always gotta put this emoji in. Wait. Okay, there we go. Of course I gotta put that emoji in. So just in case people have just came into the stream here, I appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in. Sorry, refer to my notes here. Like it says in the description, right? I'm reconnecting with some of you out there, the planet people out there. And see, I would like to hear what you've been creating, doing, as much as you want to share. You know, share as much as you like. You know, no obligation to share everything. Right? Gotta leave something for your guys' videos, right? But if you want to share something, feel free. And before I say that I'll have to. I'm pretty sure I disabled the replay for the side chat too. So the chat's only available while this is on live. I do have the replay for the stream, but I don't have the replay of the chat or the chat replay. You know what I mean. And of course, it says in my description right now. And what are you doing, or are you being proactive right now? Doing something, just trying to stay as proactive as you can. Just bear with me for a second. Just checking on something right here. Trying to load up something right here. Okay, there we go. Hey, it's Unpuppy Breath from Frontier Survival. How are you doing, both of you? How are you guys both doing? How are you both doing? Yeah, okay. Oh, you're making some food. Oh, okay, that's good, Panda. That's good. At this rate, I'm not getting hungry again. Dang it. Hero should eat before I jump on my own, even on my own stream. Can't get away from that food, alright? Yeah, let's see. Oh, alright. You guys are just talking to each other. Yes, it's good to see you too, and Puppy Wrath. Always nice to see you. So, like I said, creating, hey? Well, I'm trying to like improve on my gardening skills. That's one thing, and that just like go watch videos and stuff like that. Oh, how to prune this? How to do this? Right? It's nice to research, right? Nothing wrong with researching, but sometimes you gotta smell the smells, touch the things, and actually do it with your own hands, with your own by yourself too, if need be. See it with your own eyes. Be like, oh, so that's the flower, or that's the seed, or this is kind of how the leaves look, and hopefully see it from start to finish, from seed to seed. I mean flower or plant or fruit, whatever it is, tomato, apple, whatever. Some of them take a little bit longer, obviously. It's all good, and Puppy Perfect. It's all good. So, I mean, let's see. Wow, it's already August, right? I mean, I was looking at this thing. It's like, well, It's already August already, and by this rate, we might as well get ready for like fall, and then it just kept going on to like Halloween and Christmas. And it's like, yeah, yeah. You look at it like that. All right, all right. So I appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in, however long, and all that stuff. I was actually supposed to be going on sooner, but I was preoccupied. I was preoccupied with someone that you may have, well, seen. Apparently, I do this right. Okay. Just checking on some messages that I have. Thank you. And besides, the other reason why I decided to do this is because I need to see if I can actually, if my laptop will actually handle this kind of temperature. Because it's quite warm out. Like, it's one thing if it was like 16 Celsius, 60 Fahrenheit, but it's like in the 30s. Feels like 90 or over 90, or even hotter too. So I guess we'll see. I mean, I'm being proactive too. I have a nice metal tray. My vents are opened or available so I can get some airflow. Yeah, it should be good. And like I said, I do have a spare battery for my mouse too. Another way of being proactive. I've been trying out this mouse that I got. Because wow, kind of tripped over the other one. Yeah, remember to self. Don't trip over your mouse when you're putting your laptop down. Yeah, doesn't help. Doesn't help. Okay, okay. That's another reason why about being proactive. I think the weather is kind of, as anyone can tell, as most people can tell, has been kind of, well, a little bit more not as balanced. A little bit more, I'll use the words exceptional, extreme, those kind of words. I've been like getting a little bit of rain, so I'm getting that fair balance. It's supposed to be raining like tomorrow or something like that. Today, raining tomorrow. I'm like, well, that's good. Hopefully get some of that rain. Trying to be proactive and it's like, okay, let's try to gather as much as I can and use it for gardening purposes and all this stuff, water plants and all that stuff. So it should be good. Oh, let me just check here. Okay. May have to tone down my things a bit. Didn't realize my CPU usage is so high. And it should be coming in fine. I don't think I'm. Sorry, thought I heard something. My keys. Yeah, see, I have my keys in my pocket. Oh, see, that's another thing right there. Being proactive. Have your keys with you. I'm just saying. I could probably go on a whole story, a whole stream just about keys or a whole video about that. But that'll be for another time. That'll be for another time. And this, okay, since people are here right now, without showing overly much, this is why I have the. Let's see who can tell what this is. Can anyone tell what this is? In my hands, right here. As I figure out, since I'll show something I've been doing too. Let's see who actually can tell what this is. You might not notice it, but you might not be able to know per se what it is because it's been processed. But if you've been paying attention to the last couple of streams, like last month, I'm pretty sure last month, you may have an indication or an idea on it. But I mean, I'm just gonna drop more clues every so often. There might be 19 clues by the end, by the time I tell everyone what it is, or by the time someone guesses what it is. Okay? And remember how I play on words. So we'll see. When you guys think about that, I'm gonna have to sip. Just have a drink right here. It's warm out here. I've already been almost at this for half an hour. It's already at least now. Nope, that is incorrect. It is not. It is not. I kind of knew that would have been the first guess because it actually kind of looks like it. It kind of looks like it. You'd be like, looking at it, be like, hey, see, that kind of looks like one of those Tinder bundles, bird's nest that you would use for starting your campfire or something like that. No. Well, as far as I know, you can't use it, but maybe. But no, for the sake of either being right or wrong, not quite. Not quite. Good guess, good guess. More people coming in, I see. Hello. Thank you for taking the time to drop in. Appreciate it. Hopefully you're all doing well. So yes, my questions all are for this live stream as I reconnect with some of you planet people out there. And so what you've been creating with a CR in it, and as you can tell I emphasize that in there, doing, and are you being proactive out there right now? Just doing a little bit more. Seeing the signs out there that maybe I should be a little bit more proactive. So I don't have to, say later on, oh, in hindsight, I wish I did this beforehand. Or be more reactive. I will say it like that. I will show it again. Like I said, right here. Because I'm trying to not drop it over my keyboard. I want to see who. Now this has been processed. So you might not be able to tell, but if you can, I would like to hear it. Especially if someone's very specific. I'll give you props even more if you're even more specific. More specific, okay? So I'll just, as the stream goes on, or until someone gets, or until I say what it is, there might be 19 clues, 20 clues, probably 19. I'd be more okay with that. Okay, cool. Hopefully the yields or what you're actually getting is like substantial. I'm trying to work on mine. I got some tomatoes going right now. I'm pretty sure there's squash in there too. So you might be right about that one. At one time, I still remember that. When I showed them when they were little tiny little ones. I've been it's one of the things I've been doing. I've actually shot video for this already. I mean, obviously it's not uploaded or anything yet because I still haven't edited. But, I think I'm gonna do a midway part in there for that video. So I'll have to wait for that video. Cross my fingers that not only do I get the yield size, the yield amount, quantity, but the quality too. So size too. Because I'm pretty sure I'm getting the quantity, the amount. Just working on on this to Is it bigger than a bread box? It's the size of it. Well, it's in something that's the same volume, same similar size as an Altoids tin. I'm assuming you're talking about this, but I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell from the context of the conversation. Boy, it is really warm out here. I didn't want to bring out a fan, so and all you hear is. So I gotta be proactive in our way. Water is pretty good. I know I have a spray bottle. So just in case. Water, it does have a high specific heat capacity, so. Water is still pretty much one of your best friends when it comes to heat. Both for drinking purposes and to keep cool, for the most part. Yeah. Not everyone has air conditioning. Or justifies having air conditioning. I mean, but lately I've almost been reconsidering, but I'm still okay. I'm still okay. Okay. So yes, what have also been doing or creating these kind of things right here. You'll notice a few little things in here. A couple of things I've been sewing. I've shown a couple of these before. Man, what? You know what? These things are more than meets the eye, metaphorically speaking. Yeah. Because you're probably like, CR, they just look like bands on your palms, backhand. They're a little bit more than just that. They're reversible. They're reversible too. So that's a little sneak peek right there, so to speak. You might see these later on. Let me just double check. I just gotta double check on something right here. Okay. I do appreciate everyone taking time to drop in, by the way. Yes. Okay. There we go. Just checking on stuff. Whew. Boy, it's warm out here. I just had the door shut just in case there was some background noise in the distance and just like stuff. I know I might open the door for a moment. For a moment here. It's because it's so too much light. Let a little bit of air in here. Yeah, I would keep that door open, but it's so bright. And the door's white. So it's not reflect a lot of that light in. Like if I open the I can open it right now and it'd be like, yeah, see, I'm all washed out and stuff like that. I don't like that. So I keep it closed. Unfortunately, I might have to find a different spot to try to stream in this spot, but I also have to have an outlet or be close by to one and stuff like, and be able to still have spatial awareness, just in case someone shows up or whatever. I don't have my back turned. Probably not a good idea, right? Maybe a friend or something. Pretty sure people can hear me outside. If I start talking this loud, they're probably like, "Hey, who's CR talking to? I think he's talking to himself." No. Now he's on a live stream. Oh yeah. Explains why he's got all the props on, right? Whew, I'm not super. It is, like I said, it is warm out here. It's like 51 Celsius out. 88 Fahrenheit out. At least feels like pretty close to not 34 Celsius. It's just under 95 Fahrenheit. Mostly sunny outside too, so. And there's not much of a breeze. I can see the trees in the distance and stuff like that. They're sort of moving. That's not. It's probably like not really breezy, but it's not calm at least. So, right on that at least. Hi, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to drop in, and everyone else taking the time to drop in. And like I said, this is more of a reconnect kind of stream and see what you guys have been creating, doing. Share as much as you like, right? No obligation. Sorry, I thought I saw something. And are you being proactive out there, or like I said, everyone's well aware of what's kind of being foreshadowed. Yeah, I'll say it like that. Stuff's being foreshadowed out there. So I know I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive too. I'm actually supposed to be getting these apples later. I know. CR's like, yes. I know. Something crispy with the CR. Yeah. Supposed to be getting some apples later. I'll have to wait for them. I'll have to wait for them. So yeah. Who knows? I might get see a squirrel and be like, oh, the apples are here. Be right back. Could happen. Let's see. Because anything can happen while you're on one. I'm hoping to get these apples. I don't know how many or whatever, but even a few would be still better than none at all. You know, depending how many I get, I might make something out of it hours. Besides just consume them in their natural raw state. I mean, I like apples. Apples are always good. I mean, personally, like I don't like tarty or sour type of apples, but I don't mind apples like you know they're kind of like not gala, like golden delicious or something like that. I don't mind those or Macintosh, something like that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice, nice, nice. You planning a trip? That'd be awesome. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're but what's the word I'm looking for? You're souping it up. But yeah, oh, that's awesome. What? You're getting ice cream? I want ice cream, and not just because it has CR in it, because it'd be nice right about now. I want some ice cream. Yeah, I want some ice cream. Oh, see, I just realized like I could be freezing some yogurt and have some frozen yogurt for later. Dang. See, I knew I should have been more proactive. I could have did that because it takes like a little bit of for it to freeze or harden all the way or solidify. It takes like at least 4 hours. Should have did that. See, I should have been proactive, and I have the yogurt too. Dang it. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. It's only supposed to be a like 1 day heat warning. So it's supposed to be cooler today. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow. So that'll be nice. This is 1 day. I think I can handle 1 day. 1 day. 1 day. It's not like how it was last month. You know, we're familiar with that big heat mass. I mean, don't. Excuse me. Yeah, for like 7, 10 days. At least it's not like that. Hey Chris. anything that has CR in it. You guys are just saying all these things that have CR in it. That's man, I want ice cream. Something crispy. Something crunchy. Could be an apple. But like I said, oh, spilling too much of it out. See who could tell what this is. I should have brought some like fishing line out or some cord just hanging in front of the camera. I don't have anything out here, and the ceiling's a little bit too high. And I probably could use something. Dropping some of this. So let's see who can tell what this is. Something I've been experimenting with, and I think I have something else I could maybe try this with. I don't know. Maybe it could work as mulch if I had enough of it. This amount that I have is actually quite a bit. Although quite a bit, or it looks quite a bit. It took a lot to make, or at least get to this state. There's my smell to it though. I like the smell. As I try to use up every little piece of things, you know, every little part of it, as much as I can. Try not to waste so much. That's something else I've been trying to be doing a little bit more lately. I mean, I can elaborate as need be, or I'll probably elaborate within time, but this whole, how do I say, something a little bit more sustainable. Trying to get into that a little bit more. I mean, I'm not saying I wasn't always equal this, equal that, but just kind of doing a little bit more, if that makes any sense. Yeah, doing a little bit more. Trying to be more proactive. Realizing the signs or the foreshadowing that's out in the horizon when we can see, and kind of considering or oh, if that's what I could see now, just imagine the stuff I can't see yet. So trying to be proactive. I really waste almost nothing. Oh, you're gonna guess what it is. You're gonna guess what it is. That's why I brought it. As a side thing here while I talk about this, because I figure I might as well actually show something instead of just me talking here. You know, stage props, just something else. It's almost like a sneak peek. It's almost like a sneak peek. Woo. Boy, it's warm out here. Oh, okay. Well, at least you're repurposing it, reusing it, recovering some stuff. Hopefully it'll work as well as you would like, you know. There's, when you're improvising or reusing something well, you know, sometimes you can't always be picky about it, right? Gotta make use of all of it, but sometimes it's not in the best condition or something like that. I know, it's wearing my hat. Like I said, it is warm out here. I'm being proactive with some water. Not only drinking it, but keeping my head cool. I'm pretty sure I don't want to just be like, oh, it's so hot. Trying to get almost more used to it. I was talking to a friend, and they were like, "You see her?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" I think I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to what? And they're like, "The heat?" I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Wow, yeah, it's about time, right?" It's like it's only August now. I mean, there's still like there are 3 weeks of at least 4 weeks of the year of the month still. And at this rate, it'll be Labor Day soon. Next month. 4 weeks from now. At this time. Next month, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I'm dropping a bunch of hints as I go along. I mean, at this rate, it might be like 19 hints or tips. I mean, not tips or hints. Okay. We'll see who pays attention to what I usually say. Remember how I hint things out? For anyone that doesn't know. Yes, I'm sorry. I keep going at it free. It's because my stuff's right beside me, and it's at a frame. I don't want to put a glass bottle on something. I don't want to be paying so much attention to the screen that I turn and knock it over. Pretty bad. I don't want to knock over my glass bottle, so I'm leaving it on the ground. Leaving it on the ground where I'm not gonna just run into it by accident. I don't want to spill the precious liquid. Because I'm gonna need it. Oh, that's good. Oh, do you? Oh, that's cool. That's good. What a beautiful, unique things. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. I guess I got a few unique things too, to a certain degree. Alright, at least as I think it is, it's unique. Maybe one of a kind. Maybe other people have something similar, but sometimes I have things a little bit more my style, my constructive, creative, CR kind of way. Oh, just like this. Not sure how long I'm gonna go for. I'll have to see. Might cut it short. Just in case. Like I said, it is warm out here. I think I might hold on a second. I'm gonna bring up something else right here, so I don't look all whited out here. I'm gonna open the door here. Ugh. So, well, whatever. There's not much. And there's a slight breeze. Slight breeze for me. I just don't like to have this door open, so I'm all white, washed out. Well, the text looks nice. At least the text is legible. Nice contrast, but my face, it's like. So I might reconsider on doing something about that. Although it's usually not this hot, give or take, throughout the year. Right. I kind of, this reminds me of something was it? Yeah, it was this year. I keep forgetting. In the beginning of the year, back in January. Yeah. Where I just kind of was also out here. Although that, I wouldn't mind that right about now. That would cool me off. Thinking about that now. See? See, I'm trying to avoid something very, very similar. Very, very similar. Oh, you got wood and cast iron? Oh, okay. I guess I would like to see that. Oh, of course I gotta throw out that random pun in there. You knew there had to be a pun somewhere down the stream. Somewhere down the stream, you knew there was gonna be a pun. It was an eventuality. It just writes itself sometimes. I don't always rock the puns, but sometimes they just sink. to the bottom. It's just like, well, never mind. But sometimes they just like, well, I skipped it. Oh. Oh yeah, and air metals too. Yeah. I've actually been slowly gathering up some scrap metals too. That reminds me, such as bronze and I should not bronze. Well, brass, bronze, mostly copper. This copper has a high resale value for something common or a common metal. I mean, maybe it's the tenth of some precious metal, but I mean, I don't necessarily per se do it for the scrap funds, but do it for the environment. I have it in a little container right now. It has some weight to it. I'll just gradually build it up, just in case. I mean, I know in terms of doing, it would be nice if I could melt that down. Then I can have one solid block. That'd be really nice, actually. I mean, I mentioned this before. I mean, before. Yeah, I tried to come up with another pun in there now. I was saying about a forge and be like, oh yeah, that'd be nice. I know some of you were in that improv to stream that I was mentioning that, and a forge would be nice for something to be doing, be able to create stuff. Because once you start melting, per se, metal, you're able to work with it a lot, well, more not work with it a lot more, but make shapes out of it. I mean, imagine just making like, hey, look, I made this copper container from scrap, copper rope, whatever. And stuff like that. That'd be nice. I was almost thinking, I'm like, some copper like filter or something like that. Some copper water filter. I don't know. I just throwing out some stuff out there randomly. Sometimes I just kind of think like that, and it's just like I randomly combine things together. I was like, oh, could this work together? We got a lot of materials out there for creating stuff. Sometimes it just takes someone to actually do it, to actually put it together. Take the time to be like, and like almost like fuse it together. I'm like, even, I mean, you were talking about iron. I mean, like even steel, iron was around for a long time until they figured out, oh, hey, if I put some carbon in there, and the scientific thing is it'll be in between the should I use the word the molecule between the atoms of the iron and and stuff like that. That it's not called a grid word. I forget the term, but basically, you would get steel. So that's something combined together. So never underestimate about the power or your capability of being able to combine things together and be like, hopefully it'd be like 1 + 1 = 11. That'd be nice. I'm always thinking like that too. Maybe adds more functionality into stuff as much as I can. Well, yeah, exactly. That would be nice. Yeah, when you have more tools, yes, exactly. More ways of processing it, altering it, manipulating it in terms of changing it. Where it does some sort of, we're like, wow, it's going through this big change, this big metamorphosis or something like that. I know I'm using big words, but sometimes it unlocks something. There's something about it. It's just like, I think this is one thing about creating that I really do enjoy. That that changing from A to B or from ABC to XYZ. And you're just thinking this like, wow. It only took however long, an hour or whatever, but and with the right tools or equipment, and it's like, wow, that's awesome. You know, maybe that's a lot. Well, how people that used to do blacksmithing enjoyed it, that kind of stuff, or the joys of sewing or knitting is just like being able to take almost raw material, or maybe nowadays taking scrap or reused material to make something out of, and literally almost taking something that's like in a not so useful state and bring it back into a useful state. I know, I got so excited. I really got excited right there. I can't hide it. I cannot hide my excitement for creating at times. It is. I think this is why I try to maybe not always experiment, but try with different materials. Be like, you know, maybe it's not always outside the box, that's outside the box, that's outside the door, that's outside the apartment, house, building, or whatever thinking. Like, just kind of seeing, could this work? Could this work? I mean, you know, maybe it's not always as simplistic as it seems, but I'm just like, well, maybe. It's just like, yeah, I showed this the last time. One of these containers right here. These plastic containers for water and stuff like that. I mentioned this before. Yeah, this actually is recyclable. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is number one, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Trying to find the. I know it says it. Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Pretty sure it says number one. So I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what could I use this for? My friend gave this to me. They're like, hey CR. I'm like, yeah, what's up, man? Hey, I got this 15-gallon container. I'm like, what? And later on, they're like, no, it's 15 liters. I'm like, well, there's a big difference there. There's a big difference. Like 5 times the difference in terms of volume. I'm just like, well. And someone else was asking me because they would them at the same time. Oh, what are you gonna do with that CR? I'm like, put water in it. I'm still not quite absolutely sure. I'm thinking about it. See, unfortunately, there's no lid because they had to poke a hole through it. So I'll have to think about that. Right. If I reused it without cutting it or anything like that, I can still get the plaza for it. Still recycle it. Because I actually haven't per se changed it too much. Yes. Yes. Seeing something unfold like that? Yes, exactly. Exactly. There's something about that. There's something about that. I mean, we don't have, you know, the humans don't have those super fast speed legs, good best swimmer and stuff like that, but we do have these. Well, some of us, and well, dexterity enhanced that manipulates stuff to whoosh, as in chopping down stuff, making stuff, flint napping, and all this other stuff. Put structures together, right? To a T. Oh, I mean to a right angle. I mean to a T. Hey, how's it going? I was randomly. Hello, mouse. Okay. Or it's more. What did I say? Oh yeah, hot out here. But this is why I have a spray bottle. Decided to bring the spray bottle up. Just keep my forehead warm, cold, well, cool. I forgot to bring the bandana outside. I should run it out right with them better. That's okay. I got hat. I'm used to this. I just kind of get used to it. I used to work at places that were hot, so this ain't so bad. I've gone for worse. Wow. Oh, let me think about that for a second. You know, if you had a way to distill that and reuse that, I'd give you even more props for that. I'm just saying, solar distiller or something like that. I'm just saying. Alright? People have distilled that kind of stuff before. Right? It's possible. Usually in the desert type of situation and stuff like that, but maybe. Yeah, wouldn't that be really awesome if you did that and you had like it's like some sort of valve or whatever, so it could evaporate out, but it'd be distilling it. I don't know. I guess you would have to try. Don't know about the smell and all this other stuff, but could be possible. Could be possible. Yes. I know. It's the autocorrect, right? Yeah, sometimes the autocorrect doesn't work. It's not always CR correct, right? Okay, that was a bad. I know. Wow, I've already been at this for an hour. Whew. I'm not sure how much longer I'll go. I don't know. I might go for another half. Give or take. I'm still waiting. Besides, I have some other people coming into the room here. We'll see who can tell what this is. It is not a bird's nest. It's not a tinder bundle. Well, it's not meant to be a tinder bundle. Technically, I could probably use it like mulch. Technically. Since it's nice and fluffy or airy. Has a lot of air pockets in there. Has a lot of surface area. It's also I have increased the surface area a lot more on it compared to originally what it was. I know I'm just gonna keep popping clues in there. Probably at this rate I'll have 19 clues up and I'll still be asking, guess what this is, okay? Could be. Could be used for tomatoes. Yeah. I think that'd be like one of those things, right? That'd be a deal breaker on that. You know, I'm surprised you don't get the coffee before you come in. People always tell me, "Hey, Sir, you always talk about the food or how you're hungry." Well, and we're talking about food. How come you don't just get food before you come into the stream? Because I've been working on that for like ever now. I'm trying to be more proactive about that. Everyone always talk about food. So it's because I'm not. It's in between time. I mean, now I'm craving a snack or something like that. Well, hey, that's a pretty good guess, but it's not quite like that. It's not quite like that. Good guess. Good guess. Good guess. Not quite like that. It's not quite. It's a good guess. I give you that. A good power. Even when I mean, I could probably show people in the real world, like in real life, and they probably wouldn't be able to tell. But most people have not seen this process. Well, in this processed form. In this processed form. Okay, okay. Excuses, excuses. Yeah. Somehow coffee is contagious. It's like yawning. It's like you talk about coffee. It's like, oh, I can use a cup, CR. Wait, I'll be right back and I get a cup. It's like almost like yawning. Yawning. It's like you do it once, everyone else wants to do it too, or have one, or oh, it's so contagious. Hold on a sec. I told you it's warm out here, and I don't have the door shut because, like I said, if I open the door, I get this really bad white out, washed out look on the screen, and I don't like it. So I have to bear with it. At least if I can't have a breeze in here, at least I'll have water. But water is one of those things. You know what? This reminds me of, I haven't shown. You have never seen this drip kind of thing I made on the channel before. I do have it in the back. What did I? It's a really simple idea. I mean, most people can tolerate what it does, or the feeling of it, but it's a way just to keep cool. I've used it before. You know, I would just hang it up and stuff. I use this water, and basically it was just a simple bottle with a cap. Most likely a plastic bottle. I mean, you probably could do it with a baggie too. You probably could do it with a contractor bag too if you had that much liquid. It's probably possible too. Although that would probably last for a while. But, I guess I could shower a bunch of links in the chat right now if I wanted to, but you can go check that out. I've done it a few times, every so often. It just, yeah. I mean, it's kind of almost related to something else you might see in gardening. So sometimes I've noticed that too, where I'm just like, where I'm noticing like these things from other communities can be useful when, well, in this community. Let's just say, you know, and so like for example, just for example's sake, so you understand where I'm coming from, it's just like there's two, like having a container of water, right? Having a container of water. I want the survival community, the bushcraft community would probably say, yeah, that's an important thing. The zero waste sustainable community is like metal water bottle. So those are two different communities, but they can agree on something like a metal water bottle. Yeah. It's useful too. Now I'm not using a metal water bottle, obviously, but I do have a glass container. You know, and I've been using the same one for a while now. Just kind of reusing it. And the thing is, I can still get the deposit off this. Still get the however dime, 10 cents for this, providing that I keep it whole and not break it. I guess that's one of the benefits of having a metal container or glass. A little bit more, I wouldn't say durable, but less likely to break. Metal's a little bit less likely to break. Both of them you can heat over a fire. I've actually heated a glass bottle over a fire before. That was kind of tricky. It was kind of like one of these containers that have like the lids and stuff like that. And you're probably like, Sarah, you actually did that? Yeah, not only did I do that, I did that without actually gloves too. That was dicey. I admit that. I'm just like, I'll share that story. It's just like I literally used 2 sticks and tried to squeeze it, and I'm just like, okay, it's almost like some sort of like Okay, I gotta be ready. Okay. Okay. Just thinking in my head and just and 1, 2. It was like so fast. I just did that motion really fast because the distance from the fire to the ground that I was, or dry ground, was just like that far. So I just like real fast using sticks. Never burned myself because I use sticks that were thick enough and almost like chopsticks or like tongs or something like that. Because I actually didn't have any tongs or gloves nearby. Not even a piece of wool. I could have even used a piece of wool, but yeah. I've tried that before, so it is dicey. If it was metal, I would have been like, yeah, whatever, right? Well, it's still a container, right? Still a container. Still has CR. A container with CR in it. This container has CR in it. It's still a container, right? But yeah, I've been noticing, there's a lot of things we can learn from our communities. Let's just say, you know, some of the things that I've been trying to add to what I've been creating or doing, or trying to be more proactive and realizing, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Oh, nine Kevlar quartz. Oh yeah, 900 degrees Fahrenheit. What is that? 500 Celsius? I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember that without searching for it. I don't know my conversions that high. I don't know my conversions that high. I know more common day to day kind of temperature conversions, and I'm not even getting into the Kelvin part. I mean, 212 is 100 Celsius, so. Well, I was boiling water in it, so as soon as it started to bubble, I'm just like, okay, it's good. Now it was fairly clean water. I just wanted a nice hot drink to make, put a tea bag in. Like literally, I just did that for a tea bag. I mean, there was probably metal containers inside, but I just decided I'm like, okay, and then just improvise this time. Like literally, the glass container was like from the night before. It was clear, so I could see through it, see the water boiling and stuff like that. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna try this out. All right. So I'm not just like seeing, just watching stuff, but actually trying it out and be like, okay, okay. Next time I gotta use glass, I gotta be very no, okay. Picture it in my hand, plan it ahead, and be like, okay, put it right there. Okay. Practice again. Okay, and 1, 2, 3. Right, and just kind of almost like doing it. It's almost like pouring out liquid into something else, and sometimes it's better just to almost go not super fast, but at steady rate, so it just kind of goes instead of trickling to the side or something like that. For anyone that's poured anything into a different, like something else, sometimes it is better just to go fast instead of going too slow. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Well, what are you doing with it? You got it in a bracelet for it? Because I randomly do have a bracelet on. Of course, I still have a bracelet on. I always show this bracelet so many times. It's almost on me all the time. I don't actually have that one on right now, but I tend to always have at least some cordage with me, some form of cordage with me. Cordage has CR in it too. And I just realized what I forgot to put on the screen this whole time. I almost forgot about it. I was supposed to put this on the screen. Yeah, there we go. More proactive, less reactive. Yeah, I gotta be very careful with my laptop here. I'm not aware how it will handle this kind of heat. I mean, I'm not in direct sun, but it is hot out. Or at least hot enough that I not have to do something. And no, actually, even the temperature's even gone up even more. Now it feels like 89, 32 Celsius outside. Whew. Although this kind of heat's not supposed to last. At least probably for another 5 days again. So only for this day or 2 day. Let's see here. Yes, yes. You know how I spell things. Oh, what is that? What's that material again? Right, what it's called again? When it heats up, the carbon shrinks in it, and it gives you a barrier to heat. What's that called again? No max, no a fire resistant type of material. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind something like that. That'd be nice. I know a few people that have something like that. They might have it like a piece of that material or a sleeve part of it for their bags or something. They go into the bush with, so they can have firewood, stuff like that. I wouldn't mind something like that. That'd be very interesting. Until I get something like that, I'll just have to use 100% wool. Right. I've actually had this 100% wool. I turned on one of those irons that you would use for on an iron board all the way up to like, what's the highest setting? I guess that would be yeah, on the highest setting. I just put my hand on, put the iron on my hand with the wool, 100% wool. I'm just like, yeah, it's warm, but I'm not burning myself. I can smell it also, but I'm not burning myself. Maybe no, I wouldn't try that. That was dry, by the way. I would never try that wet. That's totally different. That's totally different. That's totally different. That's totally different. I don't think I would try that wet, and I don't advise anyone trying that while it's wet, because you don't feel the steam, and steam can burn you. So, just saying, just saying. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that kind of stuff's happening a lot more too. I mean, from east to west, smoke, uh, the haze in the sky, and all that stuff. Most people can see it or notice it and stuff like that. Sometimes it subsides a little, but it's just like, oh, it's back again. It's back again, and all that stuff. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, let's try to avoid that. If we can. Let's try to avoid that. Let's try to avoid that. Let's try to avoid that. No one likes to get burnt, both physically and psychologically and metaphorically, right? No one likes to get burnt. Hence, that's why the preparedness part, being proactive, is kind of a way to not get burnt, or at least give you more options. So you have something more to work with. So instead of, I got nothing to work with, I'm gonna get burnt here. Maybe even literally be like, oh, I got something to work with now. Now I got more options. Okay, now what? Yeah. Keep trying. Keep trying. Create something. Create something in advance, right? Create a bag in advance. Create a go bag in advance, and go from there. Okay. Like I said, I actually walked out with a bag earlier during the same day of the stream that I'm doing the stream. Just for fun. And I did it during the hottest part of the day, or one of the hottest parts of the day, midday too. You know, I was saying about something about a backpack on another channel, but on a comment. You may see that comment, and I'm not trying to word it word for word, even though I could just search it up right now because I very like that video. But basically, you know, if you don't have this backpack, yeah, that's one thing. You know, you're being proactive because you have gear. Go try it out. See if you even like that backpack on. You may have to walk longer than you think. Don't always assume you're always driving or have what's that? Transportation or conveyance, right? A way to transport it around. Yeah, it's conveyance. Yeah, it's conveyance has CR in it, right? Right. A word that I'm trying to add to my vocabulary. And apparently I get notifications. Yeah. I really should just, whatever. It's not a big deal. Everyone's used to hearing sounds like that all the time. I know I'm used to hearing sounds like that. And sometimes videos, people get notifications while they're recording or streaming, but it's just the way it is. It's not like I can like tell what it said or anything like that. Yeah, it's exactly Steam. Yeah, Steam. Yeah. It's really hot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not gonna say much about that. Steam is. I'm good. Wow. I've been at this for a while, hey? 25 minutes, almost 80 minutes now. I'm not that long anymore. You know what's funny? These two things I just put together. Actually, all the stuff I just put together randomly. I guess I said I was going to talk about creating too. Well, I guess this is something I just put together creating. It's very simplistic though. Very simplistic, but bottle, plastic bottle, drink bottle, some sort of spray attachment, squeeze and stuff like that. A little clip right here, a little bit of cordage to join it together so I can actually hang this. Sometimes I bring this with me. Sometimes I bring this with me. Even on my last kind of walk that I did, I actually brought it with me. It was nice. It was nice. Just in case, sometimes just to buy you more time out there. Yeah, maybe you're drinking water. No, that's stuff. But sometimes you just need to cool off your own actual skin. The biggest external organ that we all have is skin. Your dermis, right? Or epidermis. Yeah. I'm trying to remember all this terminology. And hopefully I'm using it all the words correctly. Welcome back. Okay. Whew. I really should have brought that bandit. I should have brought something else out. I could improvise something or whatever, but not a big deal. Not a big deal. I'll be okay. Still standing, right? Still standing. No, actually, I've actually had my first share of heat before, so I've been hotter than this. I've had those kind of headaches before, so I know the signs and stuff like that. So I still have a little bit in me before even that happens. But I've had the headaches and stuff like that. But that's because I did this walk midday. Rationed the water a little too much that day. But luckily, I was proactive and I told someone where I was going. So they actually knew. Because they actually, about an hour later, I saw them down the street. I was like, hey, sir, you okay? right? And I know you said you were gonna do this experiment. We're just checking up on you. I'm like, it could be better. Okay, maybe I'll take that ride now. So maybe just hand me some a cool colder beverage. I think it's iced tea or something. I just had it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all refreshed back. I'm almost feeling like fresh again and stuff like that. I was like, yeah. So I'll be okay. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes my grammar's off too, or I'm just like, did I just write that? My grammar's off. Usually my grammar's not too off, or my spelling's not too much off. I'm just like, oh, I forgot the word be in there, or to, or of, or something like that. Well, those are just tiny words, or what are those called? What's the official term? Prepositional words? Yeah. Like, like on, to, for, it. See? Like my English teacher, and one of my English teachers made me glad that I remember that. Okay. But yeah, that's another thing about being proactive. Are you being proactive, right? When you can't do something like that, tell people where you're going, right? Or at least if you can't or whatever, but you don't have to make sure you plan ahead. Be more proactive. Bring the requirements. Look at the priorities for that day or that trip, whatever it is. I mean, it just depends. Even on my recent kind of trip, it's just like priority it was just a day trip, nothing major. It was actually cooler than this. It wasn't even as hot as this. Was it? Yeah, well, like last week or something like that. I'm like, yeah, priority is shelter, pretty much clothing and water. Pretty much. We're only going for the day, not that far, so. It's basically shelter and clothing. Shelter, clothing, shelter, such as clothing and water. So it's just like I knew how much water I could ration, or I had an extra bottle, but I didn't dip into that necessarily right away. I actually froze that bottle. Yes, I remember that. I actually froze that bottle because it was in my bag, so it was kind of insulated. I wouldn't say insulated, but it was kind of the light or sunlight wasn't reaching it, so it stayed cold or cooler longer. So I didn't have to worry about that so much. This would be nice if I actually moved that out of the way. I'm just like my preview window's in the way. I'm like, how much time I got? How much time I got? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. Understand what you're doing. That's just like saying like wearing ear protection, eye protection, and stuff like that. I'm like, when I'm working with rotary tools or something, especially stuff that's giving off sparks, like you're using some sort of rotary tool with a grinding disc and something like that. Ear protection, eye protection. Or at least I'm gonna put on the headphones. At least, at least. And eye protection too. Just because, well, I wear glasses. I don't want to get my glasses all, well, that kind of word. If I don't have to. And just because, oh, I see, you wear glasses, it's good enough, right? Wow. Not necessarily. They don't cover up here. Because the sparks could go around and fly back around behind me. Or behind the glasses. And it's just like, I mean, I wear glasses already. I don't want to worsen my eyesight anymore. I've seen things when I was younger and stuff like that, and seen someone else with well, let's just say it looks different in their eye. I still remember that too. Oh, okay. You have to be faster than the slower one, right? Yeah, I guess, right? I guess it's okay. Wow, I cannot believe I've been at this for like 90 minutes, almost 90 minutes, coming up to that. Pretty sure, right? Yeah, I'm coming up to that 90-minute mark. About 85 in. Not sure how much longer I'm gonna go for. Probably not that much longer, because it's getting hot in here. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. And I don't want to overdo it. Push my limits, but know when to take it seriously again and, get out of the heat. Or if it's winter, get in the warmth, right? We're all human. We all generally prefer 98.6, 57 Celsius. So anything that comes warmer to that, or your core body temperature falls below, or in this case, hyperthermia, above body temperature, and hypothermia, below normal body temperature. Yeah, it's kind of not generally in our realm. Because, we're warm-blooded. Okay, thanks. Yes. So I will share one thing here. I'm not sure how. I'll have to probably disable a few things. You might. I'm just gonna disable this for a moment here. Proactive and not. And I want to show you guys this. What is it? I'll sneak peek this. Look at this. Kind of made this. Sorry, I didn't set this up beforehand. And I'm pretty sure it's not done loop. I think I don't have it looping. I was actually considering on using this or something similar to this. So you might see this later. I'll have to see. I might actually have to increase the time so I can get more time for it, but this is only a 60-second thing. I kind of mentioned this. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I keep forgetting I'm not in frame. I'm behind this. Yeah. This is something I've been playing around with. It's something I've just been putting there. I've shown very similar things together. A lot of similar things, but now they're just combined together. Oh, and 3, 2, 1, and boom. I don't know, maybe I might use this as, I wouldn't say an intro, but maybe for these live streams. I don't know, I've been thinking about it. Been thinking about how I want to incorporate that in there. Not sure exactly. I'll have to see. I might have to give myself a little bit more time. Who knows? 60 seconds, I could use that on hashtag short, right? I guess I could probably do that too if I really wanted to. It does fit in within the time restraints for a hashtag shorts or hashtag short. So as I close out I'll probably close out in the next few minutes, 5 minutes, give or take. So a few minute warning, 5-minute warning, 2-minute warning, something like that. So I do appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in. Well, since no one really guessed what this was, I guess I'll just have to I guess you'll just have to wait for the video if I show it. But it's something, it can be useful. I know it can be useful. It's something I have. Actually, I should. See, I should have used the heat energy that I had from my my laptop fan. I could have dried this out more. Although it's pretty dry. I'm pretty dry already. This stuff. This process. But like I said, you could use it for mulch. I mean, we'll see if it gives me an answer randomly. So, since I am enabling this as a replay, so shout out to the replay gang. And everyone that dropped in on this live stream, I appreciate all of you that dropped in this live stream. I know some of you had to be AFK away from keyboard and stuff like that. I know some of you couldn't make it for obvious reasons. You were busy and all this stuff. It's all good. It's all good. So you're catching this on the replay. I appreciate it. And to everyone that's watching right now, I appreciate you taking some time to come by. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Exactly. I'm just kind of working on it. I've seen other people doing it, and I'm just like, well, instead of just having one that's stock made or really simple, I wanted to make. Well, I want to make one a little bit more creative. CR's way of doing things, stuff like that. I'll have to play around with it, and then not only that. Another reason is because that I didn't blow it up all the way because I think I have that one at a really high resolution, a high bitrate, so I need to re-encode it of a smaller file for use during the live stream, of course. Because also if I'm transmitting such a large file or a high resolution file, probably not use more CPU power, right? So I have to tone it down. A lot of this stuff is just toned down kind of deal. I mean, some of the stuff is only in standard definition, technically. It'll be good enough for the stream. I mean, if I put it in video or whatever, then, you know, it'll be at the highest it can be. Yeah, exactly. I tinker with it and make it my own. Personalize it. And stuff like that. So it looks, you know, maybe it looks similar to what other people have, but it's slightly different. So it stands out a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more. What's that word I'm looking for? It has CR in it. Oh yeah, contrast. Because contrast has CR in it. See, I'm covering a lot of words with CR in it. I probably could do like a whole live stream just talking about words that have CR in it. I'm pretty sure I could. Do you guys think I could talk about have a live stream talking about words that have CR in it? Yeah. Appreciate it. So this is why my live streams right now loading. I have a certain amount of stuff in it because I actually haven't added much to the folder. I may actually reconsider doing a few more selective or very specific things. I don't know. Maybe I'll have a very specific outro for the live streams. I don't know. Although I have my usual outro, world outro, well, my Earth outro. I've still kind of been playing around with that stuff like that. So I made Mac when I updated the outro. I wouldn't say paraphrased it, but reworded it. Flows off the tongue better, anyways, compared to what I had before, that's for sure. I kind of really like this a lot more, anyways. It flows off the tongue better, and everything else just seems to build on top of that. It's almost like prepping, right? You build on top of stuff, you know. Get a little bit more each day, a little bit more proactive each day, a little bit more water, food, whatever each day. Learn some more stuff each day. Add to this, to do more with this, and experience a lot more out there. And not just watch videos, you know, but actually kind of get your hands dirty, you know, get some dirt time and all that stuff. So remember, everyone, as I tried to, see, I wasn't proactive. I should have brought this stuff to the top of the screen here. See, that's another thing about being proactive. Label your stuff, especially in OBS if you're using it. Yeah, it's better to label everything as much as you can. So let me just. Yes, okay, I got those up now. I'm ready to exit anytime I want, so. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just want to check on something. Yeah. See, it's not that I'm, per se, tapping out from the heat out here. It's actually my laptop. I just don't want to overdo it. Overdo it too much. Because I can cool off right now. No, I need to. Like I said, I still have a spray tan. And I still have water in here. Oh, my hand's still warm. Just wet my forehead here. Keep my forehead. Alright. Once I get back outside, there's probably, I think there's, yeah, the tops of the trees are swaying, well, not swaying that much, but there is a slight breeze, so as soon as I get out there, I'll feel fine, probably. Go back inside or whatever, drink some water and stuff like that, so, yeah, so remember to hydrate up. Drink your fluids, whatever it is. Yeah, it's multi-fantastic. Yes, multitask. Oh, multi-use. Yeah, exactly. So, I get, and understand how things work, right? And understanding how these things work, whatever it is, piece of metal, rubber, plastic, wood, ceramic. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I like just to play around with materials, just because it's like, oh, hey, I can experiment. It's a scrap piece of material. I can just experiment with it and see with my own eyes and be like, hey, this kind of can work with what I have. Whatever. It's a piece of leather, piece of nylon material, piece of cordage, and so forth and so forth. Piece of glass and all this stuff. And it's like, oh, yeah. Let's try that thing out that I've seen in a video. Let's see if that actually works. Can I make that work? Just because people show it on camera or whatever doesn't mean I can get it to work. Right? Doesn't matter how many times you see something in a video. If you're trying to do it for yourself, you want to be able to reproduce the same results as much as you can, whatever it is. Where you're trying to cut this glass bottle because you want to make something fancy for crafting, SCR in it, to like reproducing something other people do in their garden, whatever it is. Oh, okay, we're supposed to prune like this, and deadhead something from the plant and stuff like that, and so forth and so forth and so forth. A more automatic dripping kind of thing, or irrigation kind of thing, or whatever. Right? Yeah, that's how you got into leather work? Okay. That's cool. Just checking out some of that. Okay. For sure, this time I will go in 5 minutes. For sure in 5 minutes. Because it's getting warm out here anyways. I actually even have to open the door. A little bit. Get a quick breeze. I am sweating. I know I'm sweating. It's not just the water I'm putting on me. I know I'm sweating. See, that's why I should have actually brought the bandana out. I mean, I got a piece of rag out here, but I'm not that desperate. I think I have actually my bandana is actually in the freezer. Wet in the freezer. So as soon as I finish this live stream, go back inside, I can just bob it over my neck and stuff like that. I'll feel a lot better. I'll feel refreshed. Feel like rejuvenated and all this other stuff. So you know what? Why not? No, I was gonna say what this was, but I'll just wait a little bit longer. I keep forgetting I need some content to show for that video if I show it. So I was just seeing if anyone could guess what it is. seeing if anyone actually paid attention to some of our videos that I did, live streams that I did last month. Well, not last month, back in. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it was the May ones. Yeah, maybe it could have been the July ones. I'm trying to remember. Kind of hinted that out before. So, but I don't recognize anyone actually being in that stream. Actually, there is one person here. I'm surprised they did not realize. But like I said, I processed it. It looks different from what you would normally see it as. So I think that's why no one can really guess what it is. It kind of looks like a Tinder bundle or bird's nest, but I wouldn't call that. Well, it could be, but I'm not calling it that. Could be used for mulch. As they come up with more of like another 19 clues, if I could. That'd be really nice. Whew. Go ahead and put some ice cold water in the fridge. I'll eat it after. Definitely don't need this after. It's definitely warm out here. If you're wondering, I got a voice in my head. I just got a tablet on me. See, cordage. I figure I might as well hang the tablet. I have it in my hands. I can hang it hands-free. I think that's why I like cordage. I tend to gravitate towards something like this more. You'll see that a lot from me. I seem to gravitate to cordage. For some reason, I just do. I guess, again, like what I said about combining things together. Putting that knowledge or skill into something useful and make something constructive, creative out of it. So I think that would be a good segue on the way out. You all can create a better future starting today. And like always, I appreciate all you guys and gals, the planet people out there, sharing some time with me out here, sharing a few things. You know, what you've been up to and stuff like doing, rating, whatever. I shared a few things too and stuff like that. So until the next video live stream from CR, stay proactive and reactive, and as our world changes, we can adapt too. Skill and knowledge will get better with practice, can help everyone, but one can help someone. As I tried to say that as fast as I could before it started to repeat. I really should actually get that off of loop. I think I actually don't remember that. Alright, everyone. Take care. Stay proactive, and I'll catch you all the next time. It's peace out from the one known as